Keep your head up, you'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful day.
Welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It's Thursday, Large Project Thursday. As you can see, I was hoping to say we were going to be from the snowed-in Kansas City, but again, we got another winter storm that was a letdown. But tonight we're going to be working more on the Chiefs end zone inlay. Hadn't gotten none done on it till I pulled it out about an hour and 20 minutes ago. Got about 20 minutes of work into it, and that was about it before having to get everything set up for the live stream tonight. So I hope everybody's having a good Thursday. And we're going with one camera again because I'm doing the video of it for a time lapse. So I don't want to time lapse my face in it. That would look a little goofy. I don't know, maybe it could be fun at times. But anyway, thanks for joining us if you're watching us now or later. Hope you're having a good week. A wonderful, wonderful Thursday. We were supposed to get, they were saying at one point in time they were like 1 to 3, then it went up to 3 to 5-ish. Then we were like more like 5 to 8-ish. And I think we probably ended up maybe with 3 to 4-ish. But in places, you know, it was so windy, it kind of blew into drifts here and there that are a little thicker, but other places there's nothing. And the crazy things was that it never stuck to the roads. It blew off because I guess it was just cold enough or something, but the roads, especially here, they never get plowed or anything on our little dead-end street here, so it's normally the worst, and it barely got a little slushy. It was weird. It let down by any means. Keep hearing these good storms coming through. Wanting to have them. Yeah, it still looks like I'm having some minor problems tonight again. Not as bad. I'm still in the yellow, but I keep seeing it drop on me. And I did everything I needed to. It could be the snow, I guess, a bit. Who knows? I'm about ready to change providers. I've been with them now for I don't even know how many years now. 30 some odd years. And I think it's just time to finally change. Get something a little bit better. I guess that was the big change from going from dial-up in the day to like cable DSL style. Now it's just even crazy faster. I think my limit is my upload speed, and that could be causing part of my issues at times, but as long as the house isn't going crazy, normally don't have a problem, so I don't, you know. Other than being a them problem, I'm sure that's what it, 95% of the time comes out to be a provider problem. But we're working here on the inlay. What line are we on? 136? Yeah. Line 136 right now. Like I said, I got none done on it since last Thursday, other than a little bit of time today, about 20 minutes or so. Maybe just a few minutes less than that. time I got it out, it was like, oh, now I really need to start preparing for the stream, because like I said, it's always a little ordeal to get everything going and organized for the night. I ended up having my bench this morning. I ended up, if you were here last night, doing the paw print bracelet, and I started working on a necklace. Then I kind of started playing with more ring sizes and different things on it, and I found a shape and ring size that I think works really well, because I think I can have it as an earring. It holds its shape. It is a bit of a booger to get the couple rings in. Definitely not as tight as some patterns and weaves that I've done in the past, but it's still basically got to have everything just perfect to get that one ring through. But after that, it's still a little movable, but for the most part, hold its shape. So I'm going to do a test again. I'm going to do it in a different color, kind of mix it up, and see how it works. But so far, I kind of like it. I made a necklace. It's a pretty big necklace. I mean, it's probably it can easily go over your head without having to use the clasp I put on it. Kind of wondered if I should take the clasp out, to be honest with you, because it is pretty big. That's one of the things I'll have to ask the wife about. Some things I'm just not sure. It's like I gotta have got my own ideas, but sometimes, you know, it's better to ask. We'll show it off again next Wednesday before we do whatever we're going to do then. Like I said, I'm going to hopefully get another necklace and another bracelet done, and probably a couple earrings of them. And then hopefully I'll get some more work done on this. I've got some laser work to do tomorrow, but I think I'm pretty much ready to go. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I shared it, but I forgot to flip back over to me, or the Booga Box me. Make sure I get all my comments and not missing any comments. Okay, on the right here. So hopefully we'll get most of the, well, you should start closing on the top of the H here pretty soon. A few more lines to get to the bottom of the H finished up, because, well, we're just kind of starting on the bottom, so. Flip over. I'm ready for it to be done to move on to the next one, but kind of wondering if I've got another one I want to do, but I haven't checked to see if I have enough rings for it. I'd like to kind of mix it up, because the next one I got planned is another cheese related, obviously, but I want to do a little something different, and I've got a couple of those. I just got to see about the rings, and maybe I'll just go ahead and get them so I can kind of get, you know, something will be a little different. I've got several, well, I've got 3 designed out, ready to go. I've got my ring counts on it. Just got to make sure I've got the rings, or I need to order the rings. And then I've got another 3 that I've got basically what I want to do with them. And I've got the basic graphics. I still got, you know, several hours of work to play with the graphic to get it into the form I need, but and then keep thinking about Monday night, what I want to do for Monday nights now. Moving on to another one. I've got an idea that I want to try, but I have no idea if it'll work at all. Something I have not seen and no idea, so I might have to play with that. Do some testing on that and see. So I'm still trying to think what we're going to do on Monday nights. Since it's time to move on to another one. Kind of doing those paws and testing out different things for doing the little paw prints. Last couple days, yesterday and a bit today. just made me want to get into trial and error of stuff again, because, you know, that's when you can do some cool things. And sometimes you can spend hours and not come up with anything, but sometimes you can spend a little bit of time and come up with some cool stuff, so you never know. And I'm back into the red. I do not understand. I redid everything twice last night and again today, so it's definitely got to be a them problem. I know there's a little bit of streaming going on upstairs, but nothing heavy. Son's not on there doing any gaming, and I think the wife and him are watching a show together. Daughter might be doing a little bit, but I know she was doing some other things. But again, even if you're watching this later, don't forget to give us those likes and shares and all that good stuff. All of them help. Little thumbs up, happy faces, hearts, whatever. But they all help get us out there a little bit more and trying to build up more of an audience. I don't think I have anybody here. Oh, I didn't open up my other. I'm going to pop these back up and bigger. See what's going on my Twitch and YouTube, so make sure I'm not missing anything over there. But I am looking to, on the 20th of this month, it's a Sunday, I'm thinking about an early afternoon live stream that we're going to do some giveaways. It'll actually be our 1-year anniversary of doing streams. That was our first stream. It was a year ago on that day, so I need to advertise a little more. So if you're out there, you can be on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook to get into the giveaway. I just like to get 5 people across all the platforms minimum. And I'm going to have several different options, I think, in case you're a mailer and want some type of supply item that I carry. Or if you're just a viewer and like chain mail, I'm going to have some items that are fully built, ready to go. So definitely get the likes and shares out there and get people to show up on the 20th of this month, Sunday. Like I said, I think it's going to be probably around 2-ish o'clock, 2-ish, around 2 o'clock probably my time is what I'm kind of planning for. I'm still trying to finalize everything for doing that day, so hopefully we'll have some people and can do some giveaways. I don't know if it'll be how long the stream will be. It'll just kind of go, and hopefully we'll get some people. I don't know how much, what kind of chainmail I might work on. If it's just not have a fun little live event and do some giveaways. Hey Barb, it's Bard. It's my Bard. How you doing tonight? Just sitting here working on the inlay. I didn't get anything done on it since last Thursday, so it takes up a good portion of the desk here, and I had all kinds of other little things I had going on with all the laser stuff. And then last night I did work on I found a better way of doing the paw prints from last night. I like them a little bit better. They're sturdier, and now I can use them and make them as earrings, I believe. Doing pretty good, other than not getting all the snow we were supposed to get. I was looking forward to 8 inches of snow instead of 4. I'd like to have a foot. Just cause. You probably get enough of that up there, though. You're like, no, I don't want any of that. I don't know, I like to have it on occasion. We were supposed to have 3 this year that we were supposed to get, 7, 8 inches of snow, and this is probably the closest they got to being right, with about 4 inches, but, I like to have that one good heavy snowfall a year. I keep planning for it and waiting for it, just not getting it. Mark off. Now we're on to row 137. Get some of these marked off here. Make sure I don't miss a line. I had to recount all these lines, 100 and some odd of them today. Also, when I first pulled it out, because I forgot to mark off where I ended last Thursday. And I had a feeling where I was, but I was like, I better just double check. I'll notice it as soon as I get into the lettering, though. If something was a little off here and stuff, I'd be like, okay. Yeah, that would have been the wrong line, but I just went ahead and double checked it, too. That's what happens when it gets put up for a week and doesn't get pulled out. It's kind of what I missed about doing the Chiefs flag I did for Vicky. Because that's basically all I did. I had live stream, 4 or 5 nights a week, if not more, of just doing it. So we got through it really quick compared to the last couple that have taken a while, Mahomes and obviously this one. But this one's, 20,000 rings when we're done, so there's going to be quite a few rings here. A good chunk of them anyway. I figure, well, it's probably going to be about 7-ish pounds by the time it's done. Yeah, actually probably a little bit lighter because I am thinking about square rings weigh a little bit more, and that's what I use to compare. Off my Mahomes jersey. I need to make a friend's birthday gift, but have no idea what to do. Doesn't help, and she's allergic to metal. Yeah. Even niobium. I know that's an expensive way to go, but I haven't found anybody yet that is allergic to a lot of things, but niobium seems to be alright for them. Yeah, 20,000 rings when I'm done. We're on 10,370 right now, right? 10,000, yeah, 370. Right around there. But yeah, niobium, like I said, I've never had any problems with that. That's why basically all my earrings anymore, that's all I use for ear hooks anymore is niobium, because people don't have the reaction to them, and I've actually sold quite a few. I make my own hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I want to make sure I had it right. I make my own hooks, and so I've actually had people that bought earring sets from me, and they'll come back, if it's a multi-day event. Sometimes they've come back in the same day because they put in the earrings, and they were expecting to have to take them out, and they'd come back saying, these things are awesome. Can I just buy some hooks from you? So I can change out some of my other earrings. But it is a lot more expensive to work with, especially if you're doing bracelets and whatnot. My hat's poking into view, isn't it? Come over to me a little bit. Now we'll put this out here in a few. Where are we at anyway? About another 12 minutes we'll stretch this out. We'll go about halfway-ish through. And, okay, so that's going to go all the way up now. And then we'll pull it and give it a stretch, give it a view in the middle, and then we'll do another quick stretch here at the end. I'll have to look into that, into the niobium. It is, like I said, more expensive to work with, but like I said, I haven't had anybody ever had any kind of reaction to it. I guess it's just the way the metal is. And it's nice to work with, and I love being able to anodize it myself. It's not a cheap one to work with, that's for sure. I still like doing the titanium, but it's much more hard on the hands. You got to pull out the big old pliers for that. Well, depending on the stainless steel that I use. Some of the bigger stainless steel I'll have to, but otherwise I can still use my normal size stuff for smaller stainless steel. And if you get the right stainless steel, it can be pretty decent for most people, but there are people that have major reactions to it. I've had some people stand outside the booth going, I'm allergic to all kinds of metals and afraid to come in there. And I'm like, oh, it's anodized aluminum, mostly. And not a whole lot of people have anodized aluminum issues. Sometimes maybe bright aluminum, but I have some expensive books. I could make her some earrings, I guess. Yeah. Be something pretty simple and easy, and give her a trial if it's niobium hooks, to see how they react with her. Like I said, everything, 90% of what my wife currently has is stuff that I haven't made her anymore, but before that, and her other stuff, her older stuff that she still does have, I've changed over the hooks to niobium. She seems to like them better. She used to only go with the certain silver plated ones. I can't remember the name of it now. And that's what she would always put on them. And then when I started doing it and making my own hooks and trying them out, she just wanted all of her hooks to be that way. You know what? I forgot to turn up the music. Done. Wish I could get that. Wish I could get it set up. I just automatically do, but that's another, project in the never-ending projects of everything I want to do around the house and all that. It's like the list grows and grows. I get things accomplished off the list, but, for every one thing I get accomplished, I've added 2 things more to the list. Be it chainmail, computer work, things around the house. It doesn't matter. Always overbooking myself. Did I get... Yeah, okay. Thought I missed one there for a half a second. Okay, we still got... Might be able to get close near finishing this row up. Maybe we'll just finish this row up and then we can do the stretch on it. See where we're at. And then get me in another row before we close up the stream, probably. Depending on how the flow goes. I actually had a pretty good flow going this morning when I was working on the other necklaces and trial and error. I think I've got there's still a couple more sizes I want to try, but I made like a half size paw print earlier today. But I still had a couple ring sizes I wanted to kind of test out and see if maybe they would be a little bit better. Each one got progressively better. I think I probably made 3 or 4. I guess it was 4, because I started on 5 and I was like, this one's working pretty decent. And I was like, well, alright, I need to get this done anyway. I need to finish up this necklace. I need to get everything put up so I can get ready for the stream tonight. So let's just work on the necklace, get it done. Hopefully I'll get back into that a little bit. Okay. That was weird. They were making weird noises upstairs, at least I hope so, because it was unknown weirdness noises. It did sound like the dogs next door. So I wasn't sure what was going on there. But I got, like I said, a little bit of laser work to do tomorrow, which is kind of good. I can get those orders out and done, and then hopefully get a good setup so I can really get in some pictures tomorrow. That's hopefully my big plan for tomorrow is to get pictures of. I don't know. I probably if I went to everything I've got, I probably need about 100 items pictures, take pictures of. But I got about half of that right now that I need to get done, so I can list them up on the website for sale. So need to get those done and eventually get the others done. I mean, I need to. I almost need to have a full-time photographer going, okay, this is done, take pictures. Here, this is done, take pictures. Take off a day, come back. Here's 3 things, take pictures. Hey, Sean, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. Doing pretty good, other than I wanted a lot more snow than we got. I was ready to be snowed in today. I mean, I guess it's good that it's not totally, but gonna get cold though. I guess tomorrow night we're gonna get down and pretty cold, and Saturday was supposed to be a parade for the bands, well, I mean, not just for the bands, but Snake Saturday parade around here, and all the North Kansas City bands, they've decided to not perform because that Saturday morning is going to be like 9 and feels even colder, so they decided they're not going to perform. So my Saturday is opened up now. Figured half of my Saturday was band related stuff. You're good. That's good. There's Sean White from over there at Mailworks. I try to put in links to his after my stream. Most nights, if I remember right. If I can remember. I was wearing your shirt last night. Figure on the other night, on Thursday night, since I'm just doing the one camera shot, I don't need to have a special chainmail shirt on, but your shirt's become my Wednesday night special. Comfy. I need to get a couple more now. Still. I already got 2, but I could wear them every day of the week. I'm prepared for the 50 degree on Sunday. You know, starting next week, we're supposed to warm back up in 60s, 70s again, and which will be kind of nice, but we've had 3 so-called storms this year that were supposed to give us good snows. We're basically snowed in for the day or 2, and none of them have panned out, and it's kind of bumming me out. I don't want to have them all the time, but I like to have one good snow in a year. It's kind of nice. Kind of get stuck with the family, but you know. Sometimes that's fun. Sometimes it's not, but you know. I keep getting prepared for it. It's like, all right, here's some fun stuff we can do. Okay, I get prepared in case we lose power. Get prepared, and then we get this little measly amount, you know. I was waking up this morning. By then we were supposed to be at 4 to 5 already. I looked out there and I was like, the roads aren't even covered. We had some like 4-inch, 5-inch drifts at the time. Got a little more after that, but I really wanted snow. And if it could just stay like 65 to 73, that'd be my perfect temperature. Now, if I'm doing a lot of work outside, I'd rather be about 55, 65, so I'm not sweating to death. You know, only get a few of those, and well, this weekend's when we change over. You're 100% okay with no snow? Nah, I like a little snow. Well, I want a big, like I said, big heavy snow at once. I hate the nuisance snow, the 1 to 3 inches, you know, that we keep getting. That's more of like, kind of have to shovel it, but you almost don't want to. Because it's like, well, that wasn't much. And I know when we first moved into the house here, I think it was the second year into the house, we got like 15 inches of snow, and it was awesome. We were stuck at home for 2-3 days. Kids were younger, so it was funner then, you know. Kids now that they're older, they're like, yeah, I don't want to be stuck at home with my parents. Though nobody has gone outside today. We didn't go do any shoveling. Excuse me. It was kind of still snowing when it started getting on the dark side. And it's like, no reason we didn't need to go out for anything anyway, so we'll deal with it tomorrow. Last year I had 6-foot snow piles from the plows in front of my house. Well, we don't even really have to worry about like that. Like I said, we're on this kind of this weird little dead-end street that never gets plowed. So our road can get kind of messy, and that's why we can kind of get stuck for a few days. I mean, for our part, it's the flat, kind of goes downhill, a little bit down the hill, you know, from us. And I think there's probably only about, 10 houses on each side of the street, all the way down to the dead end. So it never gets plowed. They never do anything to it. We're on the flat part, so it's easy to get out, even if it is kind of a mess, but never have to really worry about that too much. Only piles we get from is what we make ourselves. I can never see snow again and die a happy man. Gosh, and I hate winter. I like it more than summer for some reason. Once it gets up to like 85, I hate outside. Unless I'm camping and just hanging out doing nothing, but once it gets up to 85 and you gotta go out and do lawn work, I absolutely hate it. It just gets so nasty muggy here in Kansas City during the summer. I actually kind of liked it down. I went and lived in Mississippi for a year. And during the summer, it got hotter temperature-wise, but it was so much milder. The humidity was nothing compared to what it was up here. Gotta get to bed. Get the kid to bed. We'll check with you guys later. Okay, cool, Sean. Yeah, I'm sure I'll catch you on your stream here in a little bit. Say good night to your little one. We'll see you shortly. Good to have you drop in. And I'm about ready to stretch this out. He was only here just a moment longer. I was like, did I forget a ring on the last row? No, I didn't. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and give this a stretch. Here we're about halfway, a little past halfway, but, or half hour, halfway. I guess it could be halfway if we went in. Come on. Straighten out. Be kind. I don't want to have to destroy Mr. Ring. Alright, so let's go ahead. I shouldn't have pulled out so many rings. I wasn't thinking about needing to move them real quick. Well, I need to mark off my sheet here. But it'll be a good point for, if I do it like this in the video, I can easily cut out the little bit here in the middle. So that was row 137, starting on to 138 when we come back. Looks like I'm going to clean some more red rings. Hopefully I'm in the screen area. It's getting longer. Getting hard to fit on here. I'm glad I got the widescreen lens on this camera or it wouldn't fit as is. So that's where we're at so far. I'm on my way to later on Sean's stream. Take care. Okay, good, Barb. Good to see you. Glad you could drop in and check us out. Don't forget to give us likes, shares, and check us back out again. It's good to have you here and have some conversation. So that's where we're at. If you ever watch any of these videos, you can always check out near the end or halfway is normally when I try to do any stretching of it. So we'll roll her back up. Well, that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. It's getting there. I'll be much happier when it's done. Alright. It's already got some good weight to it, that's for sure. Alright. So I'm going to start up on this way this time. And hopefully I remember to do it at the end too. I normally will, but sometimes I kind of forget. My brain gets a little twisted after talking to myself. Alright, make sure. Yeah, alright. We're on the right road. Nice. Oh, good to see you, Vicky. Well, hopefully you got to catch the picture of that. Where we're at right now. Since I just got done stretching it out. It's coming along. A little longer than I would like, but everything else going on. If it was an order, that would be a different story. If I had another big order like this, I'd probably end up just continually working on it on all my streams, like I did with the flag. Excuse me. Good. Yeah, it's like, well, I don't want to have to stretch it back out again, but I will if anybody ever wanted me to. But yeah, I want to look at it again. But I do have plans to hopefully get in a few good hours Saturday or Sunday on this. We'll see what happens though. Sundays always end up kind of crazy sometimes if I get custom orders over the weekend, and I normally do lasering on Tuesdays and Fridays, but if I get in a few and I'm like, you know what, I could just plug these in on Sunday and get them out so they can ship out on Monday and not have to worry about them. Sometimes I'll do that just because it's easier and quicker. Oh, you still here, Vicky? Oh, no, I think maybe she left. I was going to show you the necklace. Figured I was going to show it off next Wednesday, but I kind of redesigned the little paw prints, and they've become a little more sturdier, and I think I can get earrings made out of them too. But I think I might have missed you on that one, so I'll have them again Wednesday though. I'll show them off Wednesday when we get started, because I'm gonna do another set, and then same size with a different color palette. I've got a couple of things I want to kind of try, and then I've got a smaller version that I'm hoping to finalize those up tomorrow. About half the size of the other ones there. Alright, back into greenies. So, yeah, I don't know. I could maybe do a stream this weekend too, but like I said, I'm trying to get planned for the 20th of this month. It's a Sunday. We're going to do a stream. If you're just now joining us or watching and you haven't caught it, I want to do some giveaways on the stream on the 20th. That'll be our 1-year anniversary of doing streams. And at that point in time, I think that we'll be on number 160. is I think we're on 155 right now. I'll have to double check that. I wrote them down, and now I could be off by 1 or 2 if I need to get into some nitty gritty on some of those nights where we had a double stream because having issues. But I wanted to do the giveaway, so don't forget to like and share us out there and get more people show up and have a better giveaway time. Like I said, I'm going to try to do giveaways of items and supplies. If you're a chainmail person yourself, making chainmail, I want to do a few items for you all if that's what you would like, or finished items. I got some finished items I've been wanting to give away, so. And also just trying to get the likes. We're trying to get up to 500 likes on our Facebook page. So don't forget to give us likes and shares and all that. I want to do a bigger giveaway when we get to the 500 mark. I'm talking about some bigger items that I think you might be surprised. Just because I want to give things out to the people who sit here and come by and check out our stream and see what's going on. It's nice to have you all. And I think today my chair is too close to the bench. I feel all confined and contorted up into here. Alright, so going into just some red for a while. And on 138, got a full red boat going down. And where are we at here? 40 minutes, so yeah, we'll easily finish this row and partially into the next one maybe, depending on how much else goes on, I guess. If I need to stop and show anything. I do have I did kind of move some of my scales and stuff around today. Because I was trying to prepare to do the pictures, but just then just to kind of had to finally move them out of the way kind of completely so I could have my full camera view for tonight. Yeah, really waiting to get into the sea. Like I said, I'll be good when I get to seeing the sea and it actually says Chiefs. It'll be a nice feeling to be that far, but then knowing that I'll have roughly another 40 lines of just green, basically the same thing over and over and over again. That'll be the bummer part, because you know it's like you just got to go plow through it to finish it. One of the things I don't necessarily like about the inlays when they're kind of more like this, where there's less color changing per line, and kind of enjoyed the portrait one because it was always a slow coming together, even down to the finishing of it. Yeah, that ring's got something wrong with it. I can't even open it back up properly. What is going on with your ring? It's got like 4 or 5 extra little cuts in it. It must have got kind of tossed around by the cutting blade. Doink, 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 doink. It had a bunch of weird ones in it. That's kind of why the other one, a couple of the others are kind of smaller. One of them, I think I wanted to use the 3/16 16 gauge again. Like I said, it's a very unforgiving weave together of an inlay, because like I said, if you mess up somewhere, there's no... Here, I could go back and pull out a ring and there's enough room to replace it. With the 16 gauge 3/16 rings, you can't do that. You can't go in and pull out a ring because it's just too tight to get in there. Has very little stretch either way, which is kind of nice in itself, but it is, you know, a little more tougher to work with for sure. And like Sean's, he's doing a 6-in-1 that has its own, you know, I've done 6-in-1 inlays, and they have their own little battle. This one's just a 4-in-1 weave. I just kind of like this size ring. It works pretty decently where you can make a pretty decent inlay with some decent resolution, if you want to call it that. Smaller rings you go, the better it can get. It's just going to take a lot longer and not be quite as big. So I'd go bigger rings, but then you're going to lose that quality of your look, and it'll be a lot quicker to make the same size, if not bigger thing. But I personally like my square rings the most when I do this size. If I'm doing 1/4 inch, the square rings I think fill in a little bit more. There's not quite as much stretch in it, and you just get some really cool reflections off those square wired rings than what you do with round. But like I always say, the square ones are harder to close up. You get less per material because they're full square, so each ring is a little bit heavier. Not by much, but it adds up when you're talking, you know, thousands of rings. It can add up pretty quickly. But I do have got some other rings from a couple other suppliers that I want to kind of play with more. Limited in their color depth, so that's why I'm kind of, you know, I've been wanting to do this tic-tac-toe board. I've done checkerboards and stuff, but I've been wanting to do this tic-tac-toe board for probably 3 years now. Basically, it's just, well, I don't know if I want to, you know, maybe that's what I should do on my Monday night. It's kind of an inlay, but not nearly as big, so it won't take nearly as long, but now I got myself thinking, that might be what I do. That might just be what I do. I'll have to, you know, add to my weekend of stuff. When am I going to have the time to plan that out? I didn't make a plan to have a planning period. I need to make a plan to make a plan. Why am I not seeing? Is it showing me concurrent viewers? No. There it is. There. That's why my YouTube was looking all weird. It was on the other side of the page. I kept looking over there going, why is it looking so different tonight compared to normal? Because somehow it moved over. But yeah, that would be and I should, because that it doesn't have to be any specific color. Maybe that's where I could use up some of the all that extra blue I got. Like I said, I had a plan for doing a shade with it, and I still do in a way, but it's changed, you know, since its original concept. And we'll use a different size than what I currently, well, I mean, I'd use some of what I have, but yeah, that might be what we're going to end up doing. I'll be after the stream here. I've got graphics work I need to do too. Have it ready for tomorrow, so I'll probably be working on that, and then I'll be thinking about this for Monday night now. I'll be up to the wee hours of the morning again, because my brain won't shut off. What happened last night, I went to bed late because I couldn't get it shut off, and even when I went to bed, I kept thinking, okay, if I do this, what if I do that? When it came to actually working on the dog or the paw prints, and then I got some laser work. I kept going back and forth between the two. Last night while I was laying in bed, and I just could not get sleep forever. I think I sat in bed for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Just could not shut it off. There's about one point, about an hour in, I was like, all right, I'm just going to get up and go back and do some work and give me another hour, and then I'll probably get tired enough to go to bed. But I suffered it out and finally went to sleep. Some nights it's no problem. I can go up there and pretty much do the thing, go to sleep. And other nights it's just constant thinking. Okay, what was, especially if I was working on something before going to bed. So I kind of sometimes like to have an hour chill out period that I'm not working on anything before I go to bed. Seems to help. But if I'm so busy working on stuff, on graphics or whatnot, I can't really shut it off and have that downtime before I want to go to sleep. So it ends up, either I'll go to sleep quicker because I stayed up later and got stuff done, or vice versa. I won't get stuff done, but I'll stay up later because I'm thinking about stuff I should be doing. Move you all out of the way. Need you for a little while. Now we're just on to the basic bottom half. Back to a bunch of greens, a few whiteys here and there. A few more here. A little mixture of a few whites. And start working some more. Where we're at here, we're at 51, so we should get this row finished up. Maybe we might go over. Like I said, I always want to go minimum of an hour. I kind of plan for an hour and a half if I go that long. If something's going on and working well, we could go a little longer tonight. Things are actually going along pretty smooth. Oh man, that's the other thing. Tomorrow night I wanted to get together with the Link Together group. That's a little like a Zoom type thing where a group of mailers get together, and they're fun to do, but it's also another plan of another, I've been in there sometimes half an hour, but other times I've been in there for a couple hours, so if I can get into it. Sometimes I just totally forget because it is set at a certain time, Friday nights. But I tell you what, Friday nights are the worst time for me to try to get into those. During certain parts of the year with football games and stuff going on with the high school and just everything else, If it's during event season, normally Friday nights you're either at an event or you're prepping for a Saturday event. So I try to get some time to get there, and it's been a little, I don't think I've been there, crud, has it been that long? January? Wow. It seems like I've only missed a couple, but yeah, I've missed quite a few weeks now. I seen they tried to call me last week, but I wasn't down here during that time. I'd planned on it and all that. What happened? Oh yeah, wife was out. We had some issues, and yeah, that's why I missed it. It's like I knew there was something that happened. I just couldn't remember right off the bat. Now I remember. But here, actually, this Sunday is my daughter's birthday, too. Crap. Oh, jeez. This weekend just keeps adding more and more stuff to the mix. I almost forgot her birthday was Sunday. My youngest, she will be 22. Hard to believe that a 22-year-old is my youngest. I remember the day she was born, it was like, alright, counter reset. 18 years. And now we're up to 22. And my oldest will be 30 this year. Still amazes me it's been that long. But then there's days I feel it for sure. Going, yeah, I'm feeling it. Especially when Grandpa has 4 kids running, or grandkids running around. It's like I only had 3 at my peak. 4, they're a handful. Love them to death, but they can be a handful sometimes, man. They all got their such wild, different personalities. It's insane. It's like I remember my own kids, but I think it's just because you kind of get used to your own kids at home. You kind of get used to their personalities and how to deal with it and blah, blah, blah. Love the grandkids and seeing them and all that, but sometimes, boy, they just overload you with... I think it's just having the 4. I think when, sometimes we'll just have 2 of them come over. If it's during the day, the younger 2, because the older 2 are starting school. Those are easy to deal with. And we had the boys, the older 2, they've come over and stayed the night before on weekends. And, as a 2-pack, they're okay. When it becomes a 4-pack, it's just like so much. Not being your own kid, so you're not around it every day anymore, It's nice to see him growing up, though. Yeah, I got it. I missed it for half a second. I wonder what my phone's bleeping at me for. Yeah, somebody might have sent a message, I guess. But they know I'm streaming. I haven't even hit my hour yet. Cause like I said, always give me a minimum of an hour. For some reason, you need me to, that bad. If I can get to the hour point, then you can message me. Might just be the camera's going off, though. It picks up a lot more small animal movements when it's snow on the ground. The white and snow contrasting with the animal, I guess. Squirrels activate it quite often after a snow. It normally waits longer between beeps, I think, to bleep at me and go bleepity bleepy. I actually tried a different background tonight music and kind of digging it in a way. It is different, but I don't know, I'm kind of a little more laid back, I guess, kind of. So, I mean, it's not my cup of tea per se, but my tea is pretty deep. I like my Metallica and some heavy metal, but I also like my classical. Give me some Beethoven and stuff like that. So I kind of go back and forth. But if I'm, most time, I'm also the Weird Al in the middle, kind of. I like me some Weird Al. It's kind of weird. I listen to too much Weird Al, I think. Because some songs I've only heard of his, and so when I actually hear the real song on the radio, I'm singing along, but the words are different, and then I realize, okay, this isn't the Weird Al version. I've never actually heard the real version. Sometimes it's a couple years afterwards before I finally hear the version that it came from. And that was actually the last concert I went to, was a Weird Al concert. My kids got me a Father's Day gift for going to see that's probably 6-7 years ago. Haven't been to a concert in a while. Getting too old for that. It's like, yeah. Can you all be a little quieter? I'm getting the old man syndrome already. Get off my lawn. Keep it down out there. I've become an old man. No. What have I done? Yeah, kids already calling me grandpa. Even though I am grandpa, but they say I drive like a grandpa already, so. Alright, well, we're about done with this row. Well, do we have any viewers going on? We don't have any viewers right this second. I don't think we're going to pull it out again for a stretch. When somebody says, hey, I want to see it. Time's running out. Do, 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 do. I would if somebody was wanting to. If not, you know, if you're watching this and you've made it to the end because you skipped around, go about 33 minutes in, I think, is when we stretched it. And pretty much the same. We've added on another line since then, so it's a little different, but by the most part, not much. But I'm just going to kind of go back up this other side just a little bit. Put me into a mid-line. I normally like to stop at the end of lines, but if I go mid-line, I seem to always write down my information better. And I won't have to do what I just did today. And have to recount because I wasn't sure if I exactly marked off the proper line or not. So if I mark that off and I start on the next one, I know I'm good. Especially when I look at it and they line up properly. Going, okay, two whites are marked off, okay, we're good. 10 green off, okay, 10 green marked, 10 green good. Go, go, go. Little Inspector Gadget. Who remembers Inspector Gadget as a kid? I actually watched it when I was a little older than a kid. Because as a kid, my days was Tom and Jerry, you know, Bugs Bunny, Woody Woodpecker, those late 70s. That was my cartoon growing time, though I still watched them, I mean, as I got older. And then as the kids, you know, you have to watch those. I got into SpongeBob, though. I kind of got a kick out of SpongeBob, watching it as a kid. Some of those other ones, though. The newer cartoons, I had to watch them all, but they drove me nuts. Rugrats. Oh, God. I hated the Rugrats. I could not figure out why the kids could watch that, and I was just dumbfounded. Could never figure that one out. What was the other, I don't even remember all. There were so many that just drove me nuts. I mean, I had to watch Door, at least, you know. I watched Door, it was fine. I didn't, you know, either way. Blue's Clues, about the same. It was popular, but, you know, I could watch it, but it wasn't, like, just drive yourself nuts. At least you're trying to learn a little something with it, I guess. I don't know, Rugrats was just dumbfounded me. And then there's a lot of shows we wouldn't let the kids watch, so I don't even remember what those were. I remember... we ended up having to kind of stop watching it. It was the cat dog one. It got kind of... It was... I mean, for me, it was okay. But it was like... it's a little bit much, I think, for a younger crowd. And, yeah, I guess that's, you know, my conservative side showing. But, I mean, I don't necessarily care about a lot of things, but... It was like, you know, if I could get them to watch Woody Woodpecker, but I think, you know, when the kids were younger and I'd show them all, you know, the cartoons we used to watch, they have that same look as whenever I'm trying to watch the cartoons they watched. Of just like, what am I doing here? This is making no sense. I do not understand this. You know, I'm over here laughing my butt off at Woody Woodpecker or, you know, Wild E. Coyote and stuff, and kids are just like, I don't get it. And then they'll turn around and just be laughing their butt off at Rugrats, and I'm looking at them going, I don't get it. So, I think we're going to go ahead and go up to the goal line, put on a goal line stance here. Get up to the goal line, then we'll probably call it quits for tonight. because I think we're over our hour. Yeah, about hour 5, hour 4. So, and we got about, I'd say, 2-3 more minutes to get this. So, I do want to go ahead and kind of give my ending spiel. That I want to thank everybody for joining us and checking everything out tonight and any other time. Don't forget to give us some likes and shares, thumbs up, hearts, all that good stuff. Quick reminder, we're looking at doing a live stream on the 20th of this month, Sunday. We're going to try to do some giveaways, so Ed and Eddie, yeah, that was another bad one. Wife finally joined in, I guess. But, yeah, we're going to try to do some giveaways on the 20th. Like I said, it's a Sunday. It'll be our 1-year anniversary of starting the live stream. So I'd like to see some people get there. I need to advertise a little bit more and stuff. But get the likes, get the shares out there. Just get more people to show up and join us. Still looking to get to the 500 likes on Facebook. We got over 300. I think we're about 315 now. Somewhere in the 3 teens, I think. So it's nice to finally get to that 300. So now we're going to push for that 500. Cow and chicken. I don't even remember half of those anymore, like I said. But I do want to thank everybody for their orders and questions and all that. I know I've been helping out a few people the last couple weeks with questions through emails, just about normal chain mailing. So, and I've also had many contacts where I've been doing custom lasered scales. So if you have anything you want to see on a laser scale or tag, let me know. I'll get those up for you. Pretty quick turnaround most times. Like I said, I normally laser two times a week, if not more, if need be. So normally turnaround's pretty quick on those. And let's see, since today's Thursday, it will be Monday. Will be for sure our next stream. I almost wanted to try, say I'd do it this weekend, but the more I keep thinking about it, I just keep adding more stuff I need to get done this weekend to my list. So I doubtful a stream will happen this weekend, so check us back out on Monday. We'll be streaming our standard streams are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Those are always the ones that, you know, on occasion I've had to cancel one or two, but for the most part, those 3 nights we were always streaming. If I can throw in others at times, I will. Just depends on what's going on. So we're going to put it in this last ring, and we're going to go ahead and call it quits for tonight. Again, I hope everybody has a great night, and you all have a great weekend. And I might see you on some other streams. I do follow some other streams. Don't forget to go check out Mailworks. Let me go ahead and... wrong one. Put a Mailworks link in here. Why is it not doing it tonight? Really? Well, can't easily do it tonight for some reason. But check out Mailworks. I've added this link before. You can follow in a few other videos or whatnot and check out his stuff too. So, otherwise, I hope you all have a great night, and we will catch you for sure on next Monday. So, you all have a great weekend. Peace.